Good afternoon, everybody. We are back again. Just trying to get a few things finished up for the end of the day or for the end of the weekend coming up. That way we can get one more out tomorrow morning. All right, so DW, we've got your Uniden Bearcat up here. Open it up here because I've got the screws still out of the bottom case. All right, so we went ahead and got your peak and tune done. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot that can be done to these radios. We've got your variable power installed in the back, which is a pain in the rear on these, by the way, guys. But anyways, we've got the variable installed here. Did the peak and tune. Now, I know he'd asked me about potentially using one of the knobs or putting it on something in the front. All right, so here's the problem with this. Everything on this face is all micro-controlled, right down to the knobs and what they do. So I kind of wanted to point that out, that you know, options are incredibly limited due to this right here. Each knob has multi-functions, and that's the reason why you really can't utilize anything on the front like you could the older radios. Again, going back to the fact that we've got all this micro components, you know, throughout the radio. This makes it incredibly hard, especially on this chassis, because they're, you know, they've got a very, very basic circuit in there, essentially enough to make everything function, and that's about it. I did go ahead and install you an extra filter cap over here on the incoming power to go ahead and give it a little extra boost. But otherwise, we're all up and going, guys, on this thing. So again, these don't tune up like it would if you had a regular Cobra radio or something like that. So okay, so we've got our 25-watt slug in 1X position for the PEP. We've got our 10-watt slug in here in 1X position for the RMS. Matter of fact, there's not even a peak reading kit in this one. This is just strictly RMS. So, all right. So we're going to start with key up here. I can hold the camera where I need it. So I've got it turned. I think that's all the way down. So it's about a quarter of a watt. Hello, audio. So very anemic all the way down. And then once we start getting a little bit of power, we'll get a little more modulation on it. Turn that up just a little bit. So we're going to turn it up to roughly about a half a watt. Hello, audio. You're going to see about 20 watts PEP. RMS, there again, still not, you know, a fighter, but hello, audio. So about 1 watt on the RMS. And as we go ahead and increase our dead key, this thing there again, it doesn't top out real high. Hello, audio. Maybe able to get a little more carrier out of that with another little tweak. Yeah, right there, we're only at about 2 watts. I know he was more concerned about the low dead key, and this thing is not tech friendly. So we'll see if we can't make a couple slight adjustments here. Get you guys up here on the camera. Just take it up here to about 3, all the way up. Yeah. Okay. Make another slight adjustment here. Okay. All right, so there we go. This is a little more advantage. All right, so all the way up, 10-watt scale. So we're right at 5 watts, 4 3/4. Hello, audio. About 6 peak on the average. Audio, about 18. Let's go down to 1 watt dead key. See where we're at. Hello, audio. So, yeah, about 20 watt peak. Audio. Just a little over 2 bird. Yeah. A little over 2 bird. So, like I said, guys, for those of you that are interested in one of these, they're out there. You know, they do okay, but no real powerhouse. We're gonna go over here to sideband. Audio. And I do have the mic gain turned all the way up. Now let's go ahead and turn the RF power all the way up. Audio. So not a lot on the RMS, on the peak. Audio. So about 12.5. Unfortunately, by legal limits, that's about where these things peak out at. So, all right, guys. Like I said, I know this isn't one of those super high-end tune-ups that you're used to seeing come out of the shop, but the radio does have a lot of nice little features, and at least it's going to be able to be utilized now with an amplifier, as far as so that he can get some oomph out of it. But yeah, like I said, a lot of nice features about the radio, as far as the way they've got the clarifier set up. This one's never been taken off, you know, the wrappers and everything's never been even taken off of this yet. So, you know, you've got your talkback feature, RF gain, mic gain, weather.
The wind was west, 63 at Mattoon, and 64 at Paris.
But the weather does work pretty good on this.
Under fair skies, Terre Haute reported 62, Albany, Illinois reported 62, Mount Carmel, Illinois reported 62, and Evansville reported 64. Elsewhere across Indiana, it was fair. It was 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57. 57.
Noise features work pretty good on these. Like I said, just a lot of little piddly things with it. Like I said, they're pretty radio. All kinds of neat features. Turn that dead key back down. Hello, audio. All right, guys. Well, like I said, hopefully this helps somebody out as far as on, you know, looking at that's looking at wanting to have one of these purchased. Like I said, a lot of nice features about the radio. It's just they're not user friendly as far as when it comes to a tune-up. So, but we got this one going. Like I said, it's going to talk pretty decent for, you know, there again for the amount of power that these create. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Like I said, just wanted to do a quick little tune-up on this one, show you guys what it is, what it's doing. That way we can go on to the next one. All right, folks, have a great evening. Bump, bump.